Ladies and gentlemen, the short news with your host, Alex Mador.
He's got a pound price.
Welcome to the Short News Podcast. I'm Ben Shapiro, the host of this show now. Alex is gone now. He was dictating things based off of feelings instead of facts, and as you know, facts don't care about your feelings. So I used my massive factual biceps to lock Alex Mador in the trunk of my Mini Cooper with facts and logic. Now, I need to give you some facts here. Have I said facts enough? Alex has been very vocal about his hate for Jake Paul, who, in my opinion, logically, is a very real boxer. Sure, Jake Paul put his dick in a girl's mouth without consent, but listen, there's truth and there's your opinion. And the truth is, that makes him completely qualified to be president of the United States of America, and he will be. And to call that sexual assault, that's your opinion. But logically, when you stop being a tiny, fragile liberal cuck, it's just what Harvard State Community College calls penetration miscommunication. And then Alex uses his feelings to go after Ted Cruz, the most honorable and trustworthy man in the Senate. Ted wants to make sure me and my rich friends, we don't have to pay the same taxes you poor people have to pay. That's how things should be. There's no logical reason why people who make more money should pay more taxes than people who work a minimum wage job and live in a studio basement in Harlem. That's ridiculous. Hey, who the fuck let you in here, Ben Shapiro? Basically, Alex, if you stopped supporting gun control, maybe you would be armed and able to stop me. Dude, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. I have to fix whatever you just said. Whatever you just did. Jeez. Sorry about that. The story goes if you leave the windows open, Ben Shapiro might find his way into your studio. But, what's up? Welcome back to this very late episode of the Short News Podcast. I'm sorry. This has been kind of a hectic week. Normally, these episodes are recorded on Mondays and Thursdays, but this one had to be a Friday episode. Our internet was broken, going in and out, because, Spectrum. They fucking suck. And I've been having a lot of issues with customer support. First, when I was switching my podcast over to Blue Wire Hustle, there was an issue transferring the RSS over to the new site, and Anchor was not letting the transfer happen for some reason. They made it so I had no choice other than to talk to support, talk to a human being, and I hate that. I hate talking to customer support. I hate talking to people, like when I don't need to, or when it's not somebody that's a friend of mine. Like, customer support is useless and frustrating every single time. It's the worst. They get their jollies out of making you mad and not actually helping, and then ending the session when you still need help. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to end the session. Oh, customer support. Let me see if the settings are right on this. Let me see. I don't want there to be like a clicking sound all the time, so I'm just gonna stick with what I know, I guess. I don't know. Does this sound better? It sounds fuller. That's for sure, but is that gonna isolate the... you know what? I don't know. Let's try it today. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. So I get on chat with Anchor, and I'm like, this is not cool. I don't want to use Anchor anymore, and I'm trying to move my podcast over, and you guys are making it difficult. What's the deal? And the support chat guy is like, oh, okay, let me resolve that for you, and he does something, I don't know what, but then the transfer is able to initiate. Like, dude, why do I have to make the effort to reach out to you guys when I'm trying to transfer my podcast? What if it was a weird hour of the night? Then I'm just locked out of my own show until open hours again? But, whatever. It was resolved. The podcast is moved over. So then I upload last week's episode. And this was on, Thursday, whenever that was. And it never goes up on Spotify. So now, I have to talk to Spotify customer support. And they're pretty difficult to find. The podcast division So I reach out to them after I find it, and I have to wait for these dudes to email me back, which was like we're in 1996 or something. Like, Anchor was better because it was an instant messaging support chat. Spotify might as well be using fucking snail mail. You gotta get stamps or whatever. So they finally get back to me hours later, and I've been sitting at my computer waiting and hoping they figure this out, and they're like, okay, so it seems like the RSS wasn't updated yet. It should be ready to go in the next couple of hours, and that got resolved like they said it would be. So great. So then Monday comes around, and I'm working on this project for my crime and punishment class, and it's a presentation that I'm doing in the form of a podcast, a new podcast called Disgusting, DISCUSSTING. It's like disgusting and disgusting put together in one word. I know, I'm really smart. I'm the smartest, right? Oh, come on, I gotta know where these where these soundboards are. Oh yeah.
And like, a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
I'm so dumb. I know I just said I'm really smart, but that was dumb. So, I make the show, upload the presentation to the RSS feed, and the podcast hosting site walks me through the distribution settings, which I'm like, okay, I've done this 1,000 times before this, it shouldn't be difficult. And that shit was fucking difficult. I'm trying to set up the new podcast on Apple so it'll be distributed there. And to do that, you have to use Apple Podcasts Connect, which is like a site with all your Apple analytics and downloads and all of that stuff linked to your Apple ID. You can customize your podcast page on Apple and the genres and all that kind of stuff. Usually it works. But this time, it's just stuck on a loading screen, spinning wheel that never stops. The rest of the page is just blank, so fuck. Time to contact another support. So I go to Apple support site and try to navigate my way through all the options to the podcast option, and there literally is no fucking podcast support option on their site. So I click the closest one to that, and go into the support chat, start explaining my problem, and the technician proceeds to start blaming my computer and my browser. And I'm telling them, no, I tried it on my phone too, that's not working either. So instead of trying to address the issue right then and there, the person sends me a link to another support site where they're telling me I need to make another support ticket there, and then they try to end the session and leave me there to like just do that. But then I click the link, quickly try to enter in all the information for the ticket. The two drop-down menus that are required to submit the ticket are broken. They have no options in them. You hit the drop-down button, nothing happens. And the send button is grayed out because I haven't selected any of the non-existent options from the two broken-ass drop-down menus. So I tell the support agent on the chat, you sent me to a broken link. This is useless. And then they send me to another link. This time for some ancient-ass fucking forum that, again, blames my computer for the problem. So now I'm fucking pissed. This person isn't listening to anything I'm saying. They're unwilling to help and are dismissing the issue, even though I know for a fact that I'm not the only one having this problem in the podcast space. So I'm like, every link you've sent me is fucking useless. So how about stop being shitty and actually do something to help me here? And they're like, if you keep using this abusive language, then I'll have to end the session. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you stupid fucking bitch, you did not just try to discipline me after giving me useless information and blaming me and wasting my time. So I stopped using the curse words because this fucking, hate to use this word, snowflake wanted any reason to end the conversation and not to have to address my problem. And I'm like, no, what you're gonna do is connect me with someone that actually knows what they're doing. And she finally does that after I keep sending messages about how none of this has been helpful at all. So this new person comes onto the chat and he makes me explain all this shit all over again and goes, must be your computer. Fucking asshole. Do you have a VPN installed? I go, yeah, it's not on. It hasn't been on in ages. I have Hotspot Shield. Everybody has Hotspot Shield. And he tells me, all right, well, uninstall it and clear your browsing data. So I do that. So then he tells me to restart my computer. I'm like, yeah, I can do that, but then how am I going to get back into this chat, this support chat, when that doesn't work? Because I know it's not going to work. And he goes, we'll send you a link back to the chat via email. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll try this. What's the risk? Like, it'll be fine. So I restart the computer, go into my browser, check to see if Podcast Connect works, and it still doesn't fucking work. So I go into my email. They never sent me the fucking email to get back into the chat. They fucking tricked me. They fucking tricked me, dude. So these motherfuckers lied to me, blamed me, and my device for the problem that Apple caused, got me to uninstall my VPN, and tricked me into disconnecting from the conversation. So now, if I want this shit to be resolved, if I want to go through all that again, I have to do the whole process with support over again. Probably get into another argument, all that shit. And I know it's not a me problem because the other podcasters on Twitter are complaining about this shit too, but Apple is completely ignoring the problem. It's evil. Like, some people make a living off of podcasting, and Apple doesn't give a flying fuck about them or anyone else. And I really wish I knew who those fucking technicians were. I know one's name is Janine. Fuck you, Janine. Fucking suck at technical support. They didn't give me an Apple genius. They gave me an Apple special ed student. I'm sorry, but that's what it was. So, that hasn't been resolved. It's been days, and the site doesn't work after all that time. I tried to reach out to Apple via Twitter, and they never responded, so that was really cool of them. We'll see if that site ever works properly ever again. Probably not. Probably not. They seem to not give a shit about that stuff. And then yesterday I was taking an exam for class on my computer, and in the middle of it the internet went out. Right in the middle of the fucking test. So now I had to reach out to Spectrum. They tried to blame the problem on me, and I pressed them until they stopped blaming that shit on me. They finally admitted that it was a signal issue. They're sending a technician out here. He's going to be here at some point. I mean, the issue hasn't been that bad today, so I don't really know if it needs to. I don't know. If it's happened before, then maybe it'll happen again. So it'd be good to get that resolved. This was good because Spectrum actually listened. Spotify listened. Those pompous fucks at Apple think they know everything. And they can talk down to customers, boss them around. Bitch, I went to school for technical support. What did you do? I have my certifications. You don't even know how to escalate a support case to the proper department. That is like step one. Like the first fucking thing you learn. Who are they hiring at Apple? They wouldn't give me a job. Who are they hiring? So, Apple, get your shit together. Get your shit together. It's enough ranting about my technical difficulties. It's just been a very frustrating week. I'm sure other people are feeling that way as well, but fuck, dude. Speaking of ridiculous shit. Speaking of annoying, ridiculous, frustrating shit. Joe Rogan is in the news. Not for a very good reason either. So, last time we spoke about him, we were saying how he isn't one to talk when it comes to physical appearance, because he was talking shit about Trisha Paytas, and it's like, dude, you look like a veiny chode. What the fuck are you talking about? This dude was on his podcast a couple days ago saying that healthy and young people shouldn't get vaccinated. He legit said that. He said that he would tell a 21-year-old who is healthy not to get the vaccine. According to him, they don't need it. He's questioning the safety and the long-term effects. Meanwhile, he's always promoting fucking kidney stone making supplements and other nutty shit like Alpha Brain. Like, dude, you inject yourself with fucking testosterone on a weekly basis. What are the long-term effects of that? And then Alpha Brain, dude, everything is alpha with this guy. So the DMT and steroids podcaster guy is telling people not to get vaccines. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? The dude who hosted Fear Factor is giving medical advice. My kids both got the virus and they were fine. Fuck you, man. Joe doesn't think COVID is a big deal just because he and his kids didn't die from it. We don't know the lasting effects of the vaccine is what his argument is, but bro, we don't know the lasting effects of novel coronavirus. So you're insane. Spotify, you need to get your shit together when it comes to Joe Rogan. There's so many hardworking, broke fucking podcasters who put everything they have into their shows, and they make nothing from it. Joe Rogan promotes super spreading, and he gets paid $100 million. Then you got Logan Paul and people like that defending Joe, saying people are allowed to have opinions, but yeah, I understand people are allowed to have opinions, but we're in a pandemic. 600,000 people have died in this country. There is a vaccine that can prevent more people from dying, prevent the spread of a virus, prevent more people from getting fucking killed by this shit, and people need to take it in order for us to recover from this. But people aren't taking it, and now even more people won't take it because they think they don't need it. Because Joe Rogan. Then they're going to go spread the virus to their grandma or parents or something. This isn't about freedom of speech. It's about Joe Rogan spreading misinformation and contributing to convincing people to not get vaccinated, causing the spread of the virus. He has a huge audience of right-wing conspiracy theorists who want any reason to avoid the vaccine. And he's delivering everything they need. We're fucked, dude. Because of Joe fucking Rogan. Let's clarify, and Joe even said it today, he's a moron. He's a fucking idiot. He's a moron. The vaccine has been proven to be safe. Definitely safer than DMT or steroids. Healthy young people might be able to survive the virus, but at the same time, plenty of young people have died from it for people to understand that they need to get this vaccine. Additionally, the young and healthy people might be fine, like themselves, they might be fine, but what about if they transmit it to someone else who's vulnerable? Not getting the vaccine is selfish to the people you supposedly care about, your friends and family. Joe, my kids were fine when they got COVID, so it's no big deal, Rogan. Dude is off the rails. Spotify, I love you guys, but $100 million for this in the middle of a pandemic? You amplified this guy and made him the face of podcasting, and that was a huge fucking mistake. So what are you going to do now that your cash cow is causing actual harm to society? There is such a thing as freedom of speech here, but what he is saying is legitimately causing harm. It is causing a major problem for this pandemic, to the point where even Dr. Fauci had to come out and talk about Joe. It's dangerous. I wouldn't be upset about it if it wasn't dangerous and life-threatening to a lot of people, and I'm not exaggerating. He has a heavy amount of influence. He's Joe fucking Rogan. And a lot of fucking alpha brain meatheads listen to him. It's a lot of people. And now they're just, I'm not taking the vaccine. I'm not taking the vaccine because Joe Rogan told me I don't need it. I'm a man, I don't need a vaccine. But I'm gonna inject 500 cc's of steroids into my balls. Fuck, dude. We're fucked as a society. Like, Joe's the guy who complains to Dan Crenshaw about people getting unemployment checks, but got handed $100 million to drink and talk into a microphone about why alpha males are better than everyone, while Jamie does all the heavy lifting for him. He said people who wear masks look like pussies. I don't know if you remember that, but that was like last summer. What, they're pussies for protecting their health and the health of other people? Or maybe, you're just selfish as fuck and have made it clear that you only care about you. well, my kids are going, they're fine. Okay, fuckface, what about the other 600,000 people who are fucking dead, you bald necklace baboon? And I stuck up for him in the past. When he had Alex Jones on the show, that was an entertaining episode, but that was fine. That wasn't as harmful. There was a lot of fact-checking involved, and it was, like I said, entertaining. What Joe is doing now is completely spreading misinformation in a time where we need the facts. We need the facts to stay safe. So many people are so quick to question the fucking scientists as though they have the years of degrees under their belts that actual fucking scientists have. Did Joe Rogan even go to college? I don't know, but he definitely isn't a fucking scientist. So why is he acting like he knows something the scientists don't? You aren't a fucking epidemiologist. Stop acting like one because you want to spread a harmful conservative agenda to the masses. I could go on about him forever, but I won't, because we'll end up talking in circles here. So we're done with that, but I want to give a shout out to another podcast, a podcast that is good in doing good things for society and is entertaining and doesn't harm anyone, and that I know that I've connected with and listened to recently. They're really fun, and you should check them out. The show is called Two Tin Cups, and it's a lot of fun. It's hosted by two best friends with matching cups that they drink from. They get drunk together while discussing pop culture, entertainment, current events, and personal stories. And listen, I like to drink, so any podcast that I can drink along to and listen to some good conversation, that is something that I like. Chemistry between the two hosts, fantastic. You might get more out of that show than this show. Since the short news is just me talking to myself, it's like the liberal Tucker Carlson or a liberal Trump rally. It's kind of scary, man. Like, a podcast is really about the conversation. And Two Tin Cups has that. So I'll put the link to their show in the description of this episode. And you guys go check them out. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. That is Two Tin Cups. And I'm connecting with them now. We might appear on each other's shows. Yes, to confirm, we are finally having guests on the Short News podcast. We got a few lined up. Some people I know from the music world. That'll be exciting, but I don't know if, I don't think I'm gonna make it an interview. Obviously, I'll be like, yo, tell me what you got coming out, but, I just want to talk to people. I really do. But, I'm gonna need to behave. I think you'll find that in a social situation, I'm much better about using polite language, being less off the rails, listening to everyone. When it's just me on here, I'm just ranting like it's a liberal Trump rally. So the show is going to be changing a little bit now that the world is starting to open up once again. It's going to be less lonely, and I like the sound of that. I hope more people will be able to enjoy it once that happens. So we're trying to figure out a weekend to record. I'm nervous, but looking forward to it. So yeah, shout out to Two Tin Cups. Really, guys, check them out. You will not be disappointed. They're fun. We talk about some serious stuff on here, and I get mad and stuff, but their show is not like this. It's much better vibes. It's much better vibes. Anyways, I guess we can talk about BitClout a little more. I've been doing some research because I was annoyed at Heidi Krasenstein all week, and the general consensus outside of Logan Paul is that it's a complete scam. Anything where you can invest money into it but have no option to take money out is a scam. Complete scam. They say it's a cryptocurrency, but there's nothing to exchange it with. There's no way to withdraw it, and the Krasensteins are full of shit, as always. I don't need to spend any more time on them. It seems like enough people on Twitter are calling Heidi out for being a scam artist. So, whatever. That's what we have to say about BitClout. Let me just check to see if my NFTs have sold. Yo, I sold all my crypto cavies, so I made a new one today. If you don't know, I've been getting into NFTs the last month or two. I have a really big Top Shot collection, and also I've been making them. I've been making NFTs of all different types. I have my music up there as NFTs for $14. I mean, then there's also the minor fee. It's like a digital shipping fee. And then I have a new crypto cavi up. They're virtual pixel art guinea pigs. Each one is unique from another. They have their own stories. So I sold 2 of them yesterday. That was really exciting. So my work is actually in circulation right now, and I'm so impressed with myself. I really am. Because ow. Looking at my computer. Wait, what is this? I do have a bid, but no, I've been outbid on something else. Rarible is cool. Yeah, so I sold the Susie NFT last week. I've sold a bunch of the big PP badges. I've sold a couple Relationship Machine, the song, a couple songs, all the crypto cavies, except for this one that I just put out today. What else? I flipped a lot of stuff too. But yeah, those big PP badges, man. There's 69 of them total. And I think as of right now, there is 66 left. So you can snatch those up. They're getting cheaper and cheaper every day. They're $5 at this point. Because it's a meme. It's a meme. So if you want a big PP badge to show all your friends, go to rarible.com/Alex MADORE. That is rarible.com/Alex Mador. And you can find all my NFTs there. You can look at the ones I've created and see who is currently owns them, see if they're selling them, that type of thing. Or just go to Rarible, man. It is addicting to go on that site. Trust me on that. Oh shit, my cat wants to go out to the other room. I gotta go let her out. And pee. Okay, I went to pee, I let the cat out, she came back in. I don't know. Kid can't make up her mind. Kid cannot make up her mind. She really can't. But that's Susie for you. She is an NFT, like I said. It's a GIF of her. That's sold. I cannot believe that's sold. It took a while. Because I've been building up a reputation in the NFT world. Slowly. But people know who I am. I'm followed by porn stars now. I'm not. You think I'm joking. But that is true. That is true. That one of my favorite, I don't know any porn stars. I don't know what a porn star is. I don't know what you're talking about, but if I were to know porn stars, I would be flattered to know that one of my favorite adult film stars from when I was a teenager follows me on Rarible. Dude, I was like, what? What? Jeez, I guess my guinea pigs that I draw are really that good. But, Susie, what are you doing? She's underneath the boom mic right now. Susie, your butt is right in the... Oh, okay. Thank you. Peace and love, Susie. She's sitting by the audio interface right now, and I'm not gonna tell her to stop. That'd be mean. It'd be really mean. But NFTs, man. NFTs are really cool. And to those of you who say it's a bubble, it very well could be. It very well could be, but I've been watching the sales volume for the past couple of weeks, and it goes up and down, but right now it looks, it looks alright, it looks good, it does, and, a lot of sales are being made every day. The one thing I will say is that NFTs are, the price has gone down. Like, they're cheaper, they're more affordable to buy now. Which is good. Because for a while it was just like a rich man's game, which I think that was unfair because, everyone should be able to get in on this. And now it's a little bit easier. NFTs are a little bit cheaper. Ethereum is up, which is like, what? So NFTs are cheaper, but Ethereum went up? Okay, well, alright. But, anyways. I took a little bit of a break there to check on my Rarible account, because I like making money. It feels good. It does. It really feels good. And this is cool. Making money off of something I've created. Because, music royalties, they're not that great. I've made more money off of NFTs than I've made off of music royalties, and I've been making music for like 10 years. How fucked up is that? And it's not like, it's because you get no views. No, last year I got over 100-something thousand plays on Spotify. Real plays. And then the check came in, and yeah, it was nice. But it wasn't like what I felt like I was owed for my hard work putting out a whole album and then so many people playing it. You get paid like fractions of a cent per play. That's the fucked up part about streaming. You can't make any money off of music streams. You can't. That's what makes NFTs cool, because you're supporting the artists that have provided you with entertainment or goods or whatever. I think it's cool. I think it has a lot of potential. And as somebody who is a huge fan of physical collectibles like baseball cards, pop vinyl figures, who was an early adopter to Quid, like in 2016 or 2017, whenever that was, I really like it. I really do. I think it's great. I think, technology is great in a lot of ways. I know it's bad, too. Like, I know it's kind of a gift and a curse, but you know who it's a curse for right now? It's a good segue. Rudy Giuliani. Talked about him on my other podcast called Disgusting with Alex Mador, which is a place for academic presentations because I needed to do a presentation on organized crime in the 70s. If you want to check that out, you can go right ahead. It's only 5 minutes. Anyways, Giuliani's house got raided by the feds, and they took his electronic devices, like his phone, his computer, all that shit. That sucks, man. If the feds took away my electronics, I would be devastated. Like, hey Siri, remind me to never try to overthrow the democracy. If Rudy gets in trouble, then they're gonna make him squeal on Donald Trump, meaning that friendship is going to be over if it isn't already. So we'll see where that goes, and see if Trump is next. I don't know, I don't want to sound like LeBron, Trump, you're next, and then Ted Cruz comes on being like, oh yeah, you hear him, he's saying that the president is next, and now we gotta go to his house and kick his vegan ass. I'm not vegan. I've been eating a lot more vegan lately, though, just because it feels good. I've been trying to avoid the red meat. I eat a lot of chicken, yeah. That's like the one meat I eat. Okay, and I had some prosciutto the last couple of nights, but eat a lot of berries. so that's cool. But where was I going? Oh, I was making fun of myself using Ted Cruz's voice. But anyways, Joe Biden made a speech to Congress, and Ted Cruz has a lot to say about it since he's the mouthpiece of the Republican Party and their sackless mascot. So, here's Ted Cruz, fresh and ready for a roasting. Let's just jump right into it. How about it?
Here with reaction, and by the way, Biden's joint address to Congress, Senator Ted Cruz. Senator Cruz, before we get to the socialist, utopian, authoritarian statism of Joe Biden, God. I think we got to talk about the star of the night, and that would be your colleague, our friend, and that would be Senator Tim Scott.
I think Tim did a terrific job. I'm glad he gave the response. Tim is someone who understands firsthand that what the American free enterprise system is all about is the ability to rise from nothing to achieve the American dream. And as Tim pointed out...
But that's not possible for everybody. I gotta turn the volume up on this. Like, that's great and all, the American dream, all that bullshit, but like, what is that? And who is it for? Sorry, I'm just adjusting the volume.
The extraordinary journey.
Oh, that's too loud. Wait, let me pause this real quick. Take a quick second. Alright, I fixed it.
Journey that his grandfather saw going from cotton to Congress in one lifetime in 94 years.
I'm not wearing any pants. I'm like Porky Pig. You know, sometimes I sleepwalk and I come out to Congress and I say hateful things, and it's all because I'm in my REM sleep cycle, and that is just something that you're gonna have to deal with. You know, like when I tweet jokes that aren't funny, that's also me in REM sleep cycle. After I have a couple of little buttery biscuits with what's something boring? Have you ever seen those, I see this commercial all the time, and I'm like, you guys gotta change the name of your product. It's called Club Crackers. They're just crackers, regular classic crackers. They probably got butter on them. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're fantastic. But that name, that just sounds like a bunch of white people at a country club. If we're being real, it's like, you know, people drive by. Hey, what's in there? Oh, it's just a bunch of club crackers. I'm like, oh, fuck that place. We don't want to go there. They don't like us. And then I just drive away because they don't like me. They don't like my kind. They don't. They absolutely don't. Especially not during these Asian-phobic times that we're living in. What are you gonna do? It's not like I can run for office or anything. I can't really make a difference other than if this podcast is listened to by like one person. But anyways, where was I going with that? I was making fun of Ted Cruz. I made fun of how REM sleep, whatever. I don't know.
Years. It really embodies who we are as a nation.
Yes, Senator, let me get into some of...
Oh, dude, you got the COVID? Uh-oh. Oh, he's got the coughs and I got the coughs and the sniffles, but do not worry. COVID is not real. I don't know if you heard Joe Rogan, Joseph Rogan. He is a very smart, Dr. Joseph Rogan, very smart man. He says it's not real. So I believe him. I believe him 100%. Instead of a vaccine, I prayed to the Lord. I injected holy water into my penis hole. And then I prayed the COVID away. And that worked. I guarantee you that worked. This cough is going to come and go, but whatever. I cannot stand up straight. Why is my world spinning around me? I feel like I need to sit down.
Of this, if you want to cough, feel free. We'll take you off the screen for a second, Phil. We could have taken him off the screen.
He's having a coughing fit. What if he, hit that loud pack? Oh, it's legal here in D.C. We don't, they want to be their own state. I say have at it. As long as I can come here, get away from my family, and smoke a doobie. That is all I care about.
But if you look at where we are, I think America's at a crossroads. I would argue we've had in our lifetime 3 waves of conservatism: Reagan, the contract with America, and the Make America Great Again, America First agenda. All things that we agree on. In every case, that agenda, those policies work. The history of socialism, well, is one of failure, one of unfulfilled promises, more poverty, and then it's a question of how much freedom you give to the government in the name of false promises. Thoughts?
What?
Well, look, I think the speech tonight, you could sum up in 3 words: boring, but radical. The speech by design was.
1 second. Oh, damn, Kamala looking like a snack. Sorry, that was not right. That was not okay. I'm in trouble. No, her hair looks beautiful. Wow. Sorry, they're showing a clip of Biden's address and she's sitting behind him. She looks fantastic. Pelosi looks fine. Right. I mean, the way she dresses is always symbolic of something. And yeah, I'm sure the matching light blue mask with the light blue jacket has some sort of meaning, significance to it. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, whatever. Democracy has never looked this good.
Calm and dulcet tones. I challenge you to remember.
Boring. Wait. Let me address the actual thing. Damn, Kamala's looking good. Sorry, I'm turning into Donald Trump. You can't even say it. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know how to say it. What are you talking about? Okay, so why do we want politics to be riveting or exciting? Politics is supposed to be boring. It's been boring for all of time until Donald Trump got into office, and then it became a fucking reality show. Do we want to go back to that? No. For the sanity of the American people, we don't want to go back to that. I guarantee you that, the majority of Americans feel a lot better than they did a year ago. And not just because of COVID. You know what? We should say before COVID. 2 years ago. People were probably feeling real shitty. And now, they're being a little more taken care of. The virus is going away. People are getting vaccinated. All that kind of stuff. Oh, but they're boring. They're too boring and radical. Boring and radical. Well, I just explained the boring part and why that's okay. And radical. Radical because they're changing things. They're trying to help more people. They extended unemployment benefits. They fucking increased infrastructure spending with that new budget plan. They are fighting for voters' rights against you guys. Radical and boring. Oh, dude, I would say you're radical. I would say the Republican Party is very radical. They've been radicalized for a long time. Donald Trump made it even worse. You want to say our side? The Democrats are the radical people? You guys stormed the fucking Capitol, dude. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, my memory's a little hazy. I don't know, dude. I don't know if you remember. But your guys are the ones that stormed the fucking Capitol and tried to take hostages. I don't know if you remember that, Ted. Who's the radical one? Why? Because the left protests against corrupt policing? That's ridiculous.
A single line from the speech. I mean, it was monotone. The chamber
It was
nearly
monotone,
empty.
dude. You're one to fucking talk, dude. Yeah, well, I think I sound more exciting than that. I could talk anybody right to sleep. Every time that I tried to pick up a female in high school, they would pass right out. And then I would feel uncomfortable, so I would walk away. Because I am not confident at all. And I ruin everybody who I come into contact with.
And that really has characterized the first 100 days of Joe Biden, that he's tried to say nothing notable, he's tried to tweet nothing notable. I think that made the political decision.
We don't want him to be tweeting. What, we want Joe Biden to be like, who would he tweet at? Like fucking tweets at Donald Trump Jr.? Donald Trump Jr. doesn't write his own raps. What am I saying? What? No, like, what you want there to be presidential Twitter beef? That is not the norm. That has never been the norm. Obama didn't do that. Bush didn't do that shit. Clinton didn't pull that shit. Reagan didn't even pull that shit. Fuck, man. What is it? Oh, the president's not even tweeting about how he feels when he's taking a shit. We don't need that, Ted. We don't need that.
That many people were tired of the drama of the previous 4 years, and they wanted something calm. But Joe is deliberately being boring, but the substance of what he's saying is radical.
Joe, a 78-year-old man, is deliberately being boring. A 78-year-old man that is just kind of holding it together is being boring. That's your criticism?
This is the most radical first 100 days of any president in the history of this country. This makes Barack Obama look mild and moderate. You look at what Joe Biden stood up there tonight and said. He said, number one,
Barack
we're raising
Obama
taxes.
was
we're
mild
raising
and moderate.
Every tax.
I would say
if
Obama
you pay taxes
was
in America,
very
your
moderate.
taxes are going up. He said that they're going to raise individual income taxes. They're going to raise corporate income taxes. They're going to raise taxes on small business.
A lot of my leftist friends hate Obama. They hate Biden. They hate everyone. But to say Obama is like radical in any way, or like too far left, and then Biden is even further left, no, like both of them are pretty moderate. I don't think we've ever had like a liberal, like a, like the me type of person, president. But, maybe one day, somebody.
Businesses, they're going to raise capital gains taxes, they're going to raise the death tax. Every tax is going up, and it's to the tune of trillions of dollars. Look at what Joe Biden...
And if you think I can't run for president, do you know how many drugs George W. Bush did before he was president? He was an alcoholic, he got over all of his addictions, and then did all the stuff he did, but, also 9/11. So, I don't know if that's a good example you want to follow, but hey, whatever. He got elected after being a cokehead and an alcoholic and then recovering. And that's a big deal. That's cool. That is cool. But, okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic a lot today. I'm sorry.
Didn't say tonight. He didn't say we're opening up small businesses. He didn't say we're getting people back to work. He didn't say we're getting kids back in school. Completely missing from his remarks tonight what was the outrage that more than half of the kids in America are not in person in school 5 days.
Because more than half of the kids in America are not vaccinated. So why would they 100%? Sorry, I'm trying to blow the smoke away from the microphone. Why would they 100% go back to school if 100% of them aren't vaccinated? Or at least even like 90%. Like, what is, how is that okay? Because it's not like COVID is just going away. People like Ted Cruz and people he knows and people that believe in Ted Cruz, you think they're getting vaccines and their kids are getting vaccines? No. They're going to do everything they can not to. They have a problem with masks. You think they're going to inject this shit into their body? No, they don't believe in that shit. Look at Joe Rogan. Look at Joe Rogan. So, dude, it's just... How can Ted Cruz expect us to go back to normal when the people that he associates with make it extremely difficult for us to get back to normal, to recover?
Days a week, and he provided zero solution to the crisis at the border that he caused. He pretended it didn't exist. This was all about trillions of dollars in spending, massive job-killing regulations, trillions of dollars in taxes, and it was an unapologetic partisan speech. There wasn't even the tiniest fig leaf of an outreach to the other side. You know, it was 100 days ago he gave his inaugural...
What, you guys want... You want to be coddled? You want to be fucking coddled for being racist, homophobic pieces of shit? That's not how this works, bro. I'm pretty sure Biden will work with you, but you're not working with him so far. So, there's that. Tedward, Raphael.
We talked about unity, he talked about common ground. All of that was gone tonight. Tonight, this was an agenda that was set by Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and AOC. It's the radicals and socialists. And what did he talk about also? The Corrupt Politicians Act, H.R. 1, a federal takeover of elections to keep Democrats in power forever.
I think that's kind of the opposite of what it is. I think it's like fair elections, everybody that can vote, able to vote, no voter suppression, those types of things. I think that's more protecting the American people's rights than it is screwing them over like Ted wants you to think. Sorry, I'm drinking White Claw right now, and you know, it's a White Claw summer. White boy summer. White Claw summer. Can you believe White boy summer is a thing? Like, what? Hasn't every summer in all of history been white boy summer? Why can't it be Asian dude summer? So I sound like a white person when they... I sound like a conservative white person when they say, like, when they hear someone say Black Lives Matter. Oh, why can't it be White Lives Matter? Why can't it be White Lives Matter? Huh? Like, why is that wrong? Oh, that's not racist? That's not racist? That's inclusive? I have family members that say shit like that. It's like, dude, what? Why are you doing this?
And he didn't once reject the radical Democratic plan we saw introduced this last week to pack the U.S. Supreme Court with 4 new liberals. This was a frightening speech, and it was a frightening speech masquerading in really boring tones.
Pack the courts.
They're winning, and I don't like that they're winning and that I'm not winning. That makes me feel like this is unfair.
Filibuster, D.C. stated all of these radical things. You know, even Democratic Senator who's up for re-election in 2022, Mark Kelly, said, what I didn't hear tonight was a plan to address the immediate crisis at the border, and I'll continue to hold this administration accountable. That sounds like a senator to me that's afraid of the coming election, Senator Ted Cruz. That's what I hear from Kelly tonight, Senator Kelly tonight.
Oh, sure. Mark Kelly has voted identically to Bernie Sanders. And it's actually a contrast. You know, Kyrsten Sinema, the other Democrat from Arizona, has shown some real courage. She and Joe Manchin are the 2 Democrats who are the only thing standing between ending the filibuster, making D.C. a state, packing the courts, the Corrupt Politicians Act.
How often do you think Ted Cruz got bullied as a kid? Because, listen, I got bullied a lot. Whether it was for being Asian, for like dressing too nice
Oh, you fucking gay. Oh, you're so gay. Alex is gay. Alex is gay. Tell everyone that Alex is gay. Hey, you over there, girl that Alex has a crush on. Did you know Alex is gay?
Like, well, that doesn't make sense, you idiot. But okay, whatever. Anyways, how often do you think Ted got made fun of? Probably a lot. If I got bullied the amount that I did, then there's no way Ted Cruz didn't get bullied. Look at that face. You can't see it, but go look it up. Just Google Ted Cruz and take a second to look at that face with me. Okay? I'll wait. I'm waiting. They say in every single handbook, do not have dead air on your podcast. But you know what? I want you to feel this. I want you to actually go Google Ted Cruz, look at his face for like 5 to 10 seconds, just stare at it, and tell me that man did not get bullied as a kid. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna assume you Googled it. Look, go. All right. Okay. I think you probably I don't know if you did it. Do I care? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. This is just for dramatic effect. It's all just entertainment, man. It's all just for the cameras, man.
And Mark Kelly hasn't shown a fraction of the guts that Kirsten Sinema has shown or
And you have guts? And you have any guts? Mr. Oh, it snowed in Texas for the first time in so many years, so I have to go to Cancun. What is that I smell? Is that the smell of, oh. Smells like, I'm getting a fishy kind of smell here. Ooh, it's a fishy kind of smell. What is that? Is that pussy I smell? Is that some stanky pussy, Ted?
Joe Manchin has shown. You know, I got to tell you, Sean, the most radical line tonight was when Joe Biden said, "We the people is the government." No, Joe, you seriously misunderstand the Constitution. We the people is not the government. We are not a country of dictators in Washington running the people. We the people is the people, damn it, who are in charge of...
It's the people, damn it. Damn, he's getting fired up. It's the people, damn it. Damn it, Sean Hannity. I'm so emotional. This is me getting fired up. Are you scared? I'm scared of myself. I don't know what I just did. I gotta go sit down. Oh man, I got an erection. I didn't even think that was possible. I used to have to mainline Blue Chew into my pee hole.
The government, whose freedom you're taking away, whose liberty you're stripping away, and it showed the error.
Aren't they like giving a lot of services to people though? Like the infrastructure is good for everyone. Unemployment, the stimulus packages. What else? The stuff they're doing about Asian hate crimes. I can name a lot of good things the government is doing for people, not doing to people. Vaccine rollouts. That's important. Trump lied about the amount of vaccines we had. He said they would be rolled out by Christmas, right? That wasn't true. Anybody get vaccinated on Christmas? No? We're still not out of this pandemic, right? Huh. It's almost like he lied. It's almost like Republicans like to fuck people over for their own benefit.
Of the hard left, that they think that l'État c'est moi. He is the state, is what he said, and he's we the people. I mean, holy cow, that was radical, and that's where today's Democrats are.
Well said, Senator Ted Cruz, Texas. We appreciate you being with us now.
I'm fired up. I'm fired up, and you cannot unfire me up. I'm Ted Cruz, and I'm gonna, I don't know. I can't do anything. I'm not threatening at all. Let's be real. So that's the politics section of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed that. We roast Ted Cruz pretty much every episode. I hope this one was good. I hope this one was worth it. If anything offended you, then I'm sorry. Then you're probably a Republican. And if you were offended by the stinky pussy thing, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I offended you. Maybe you need to wash yourself. I'm gonna get in trouble for this episode just from everyone. Okay, let's do what we usually do. Speaking of stanky pussy, and go into the Karen compilations. The keeping up with the Karen, where we look at a bunch of Karen videos and make fun of them. So, here we go. Here's a Karen that was upset that a transgender woman was using the woman's bathroom like she, normally would do.
It's the most concerning.
I mean, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say on your video? Because I'm right here. Is there anything else you want to say about that? Ma'am?
You can let me know.
Okay.
You need to be
No,
out.
ma'am. There was a man pissing in the bathroom, in the women's
There's
bathroom.
kids around here.
She's
Chill out.
She's a man. Should I go? She was in the women's bathroom.
She's but that's an oxymoron, right? She's a man. It's not. What is that, like an Amanda Bynes movie? That's not a sentence. She's a man. No. If she identifies as a female, then she's a female. That's the way it works. We live in the 21st century, lady. Sorry that you're not with the times, but the thing I've learned, even though I'm not trans and I don't know many trans people. I know a few, but I don't know what it's like. I'm ignorant to that, so I don't put any judgment on that. But what I do know is that if somebody identifies some way, then that's who they are. That's who they are. That's not what, you think that they're bullshitting? What do you think it is? You think someone would go through all of that just to what? Just to get hated on by people like you? No, obviously it's very real. If they're willing to go through dealing with people like you, harassing them for using the bathroom. I think that's ridiculous, and I don't, I feel bad that I don't speak enough on trans rights. I only don't because I feel like I don't know enough. I'm not well informed. I know a lot about some of the out of the LGBTQs. I know the B's and the G's and the Q's. I don't know the T's very well. It's not out of hatred like this woman. It's just I haven't met that many people who are experiencing this, who are going through this sort of transition. And one day I will, and I hope to learn a lot about this because it does interest me. It is really interesting to me because it changes the whole way that we look at gender. And it really proves that, gender, it just has to do with how you identify. It's not dick or vagina. It has to do with who are you? How do you feel about yourself as a person? What is your presence to yourself? When you think of who you are, who is that person? And for ladies like this, to be like, no, you can't be that person. She's a man. Like, no, that's a female. It's a female because they identify that way. They're not acting.
You're being inappropriate. Take your hate elsewhere, please. Please take your hate elsewhere.
That's not my issue.
We got a great view.
She's a man. She's not a man. She's a man. She's not a woman. All right.
Thank you.
She's a man. How are you okay with this?
She's still going.
There you go. There you go.
Kevin. That's a hate crime. That's a hate crime. Her husband threw something at them.
Come on, now you can come out. Now you can come out.
She's a man. Are you serious?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. As soon as you went there, you'd be serious.
Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here, you homophobic piece of shit. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault.
That is assault.
It's true.
That's assault.
I thought he was gonna climb over this rope.
I thought he was throwing that at you, yeah.
I think. Wait, I just looked at my Rarible. It says somebody's purchasing my crypto cavi. Yo, that's awesome. Alright, back into it.
Somebody want to see what car they get in?
I'm guessing it is a red pickup truck. Probably a 2003 model, based on how these people look.
Get the plate.
You good, man?
Yeah, you
That
alright?
was so uncalled
Everybody
for.
okay?
So this is because your clothes were skin colored? God hates sin. This woman has a sign that says God hates sin. Why is she in a Sprinter van? I don't understand people. I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't.
Who does that? Oh my gosh, I met my first Karen. You're a seductress. In the Bible, they call you a whore, Jezebel. You gotta repent. That is so dirty.
You gotta repent. So her clothes her clothes were like the same color as her skin, and this lady doesn't like that. She claims it's a sin or something. You know, I you know how I feel about people pushing their beliefs onto others when it comes to invisible shit. That's just wrong. This lady is on crack. She must be.
Swinging your stuff around, waiting for people to crash so they can watch you. It's disgusting.
Why are you worried
How
about?
much is your hymen worth? How much? Are you the mom? Are you the one clapping for her?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You look so sexy going to hell. Way to go. Way to go. How many guys go to church?
You don't think you're going to hell for judging? For judging other people?
Are you judging my judgment?
Yeah, judging.
Are you judging my judgment? Yeah. Yeah. Because you are judging. So they are gonna judge your judgment. You psycho? Oh my god. This is nuts. This is insane. What's this? This is like Home Depot or something? Let's see.
More ass!
If I were.
I don't give a fuck. Fucking spit and kiss my ass.
Unbelievable.
Not unbelievable when you're the fucking piece of shit.
Mike, what did I do to you, Mike? I spoke
Talk
to my
fucking
mother.
shit like you are.
I spoke to my mother in her
Leave
language.
me the fuck alone. This guy won't
Mike.
leave me alone.
He called him the S word, the SP word. That's not cool, dude. Come on. Old white people. Damn, like, I don't know how you can behave like this and think, like, that's okay. So what is this, a Costco? This looks like a Costco, this next one. Could be a BJ's. I don't know. Oh, here we go. This guy won't wear a mask.
Let's be real. Are we being hypocritical? When we're with our friends and family, are we masking up? Are we afraid?
Yes, we are. When we're with our friends and family, we are masking up. If we don't live with those people, Because we don't want to get them sick. They don't want to get us sick. It's common courtesy in a time where there is a health crisis, buddy. Damn, blue on blue like that does not look good. With jeans and a blue shirt. Looks lame, man. I've done that before. It's not a good look. I got made fun of for it. This is the only reason I know.
No, but right now, America is falling to the fear. You need to stand as a believer, my friend. Stand as a believer that one day, we don't know what's true, what's not, but God is true.
Stand as a believer. God is true. God is true. I don't want to put on a mask because I am a little bitch. Little bitch.
True. I encourage you to stand and be strong. Bye. Ma'am, you need to move. Ma'am, you need to move.
She hit me with her car. I'm waiting for the
No.
cops to come.
Ma'am,
I'm trying to get into a parking spot and see what she's doing.
ma'am, is this really necessary?
I'll call them again, see where they at.
Oh, is that a... Wait, what is going on? She's standing in the parking spot that they're trying to get? Why? People are so fucking annoying.
What are we gonna do about this?
Nothing. Wait for the cops.
Ma'am, the
This
cops
is-
aren't going to show up for this.
Okay, well, I'll wait for them to show up.
What is
I need
wrong with this
police.
lady?
This-
Ma'am, the cops are not gonna show up for this. Okay, well, I'll wait for them to show up. Okay, well, I'll wait for them to show up. 2 hours later. 2 hours later.
Lady hit me with her car. I'm at Domain. Let me give you her license plate first. LDY. It's a baby blue vehicle.
What is wrong with this
1386. She hit me with her car.
No, nobody
as I'm
hit you with the
standing.
car.
No, we can check the cameras too. There's cameras in the Victoria's Secret. Yeah.
Can you make her
No,
move?
she hit me with her
I
car.
can only do so much
She hit
asking
me.
her, but I'm not allowed to put hands on
Yeah,
customers.
you old bitch.
Ma'am,
Yeah, she
ma'am,
touched
can you
me
please
with her
move?
car. I'll wait till the police tell me to move.
This is why Xanax is not good. This is why Xanax is a bad idea. Just letting you know, don't do Xanax, or else this will be you.
But yeah, she literally.
This woman's
hit the car.
crazy.
There's cameras. Oh no, I don't need any EMS, but I might have a bruise. We can see when y'all get here. Huh? Hurt!
10-4, I'm already going to be on scene.
Come here, babe. I got your parking spot. Hurt! You can fit. I'm talking, sorry. But did you get the license plate?
Oh, so she's standing in the parking spot so that she can save it for her friend. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. I hate people. How do you think this is okay? How are you so entitled that this is just something you do? Just so easily.
It's I don't know, it's like a non-brand car. It has like stars on it.
It's a non-brand car. It has stars on it? You mean a Subaru? Does a Subaru have stars on it? Or like a Saturn? It's not a non-brand car, you idiot. I'm only used to G-Wagons. That's the only car model I know. I won't suck your dick unless you have a G-Wagon. Okay?
It's an SUV.
All you have to do, sir.
Oh, here's a drive-through Taco Bell. I don't want to move. I want my chicken. I don't want to move. I want my chicken. Ashley when she's hungry. No, she's a vegan. I'm just kidding.
Trying to strike a deal. She ain't fooling no one.
Stop saying ma'am. You gotta be fucking crazy. Stop saying ma'am. Stop saying ma'am.
Finally leaving the poor man alone. So sad, no Taco Bell for you.
You think it's funny? I never tried. Your life is crazy. How are you gonna die? I nearly died during childbirth. I didn't break. I didn't have to wear a mask. Excuse me. I didn't die. I don't have to wear a mask. The government said it.
I don't have to wear a mask. The government said it. Yeah, but the business can tell you that you have to. Because, you know, it's a private business. Yeah, you can go in. You can go in if you wear a mask. You know, they make the rules at the end of the day. They just can't discriminate based on color of skin, ethnicity, you know, all that kind of stuff that you actually can't control. You can put on a mask. Anyone can put on a mask. There's no way you come out of this on top. You don't. You don't.
You're not poor. Poor is leaving your child not breathing. That is not okay. My child didn't breathe. She was born nearly dead. I don't have to put a mask on. You're disgusting. What kind of big, strong, tough man are you?
What kind of big, strong, tough man are you?
I won't gas mask on. I nearly died. You're disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting. It's not a silent witness. Die. You're not being a player. You're allowing women and children.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
This.
Hey, good morning to all you British nurses.
You know, I mean, how long have we been going? Oh wow, we've been going a while. Yeah, you know, this video is a long one. So those are the Karens of the week. That's keeping up with the Karens. We've kept up. So yeah, somebody is purchasing a crypto cavi, it looks like. That's great. That's great. I think these might be a good business opportunity. Get the crypto cavies while they're hot. Because people are gonna... I saw one of them that I made is up reselling value right now. 1 Ethereum, which is like almost $3,000. So you can buy that up if you want. I get like 10% of that. So that's pretty cool. Good for that dude if he sells it, because I'm gonna make more and more of these crypto cavies, and they're going to be, you know, there's gonna be a whole variety. I want this to be the next CryptoPunks, but cuter. They're cute little guinea pigs of like multicolored guinea pigs. Like every single one is unique. It's a one of one. I made it with love. And that's great. It's fun to do. It's very therapeutic for me. I make, you know, I'll try to do like 2 a week. Just because it does cost money to mint them. I gotta wait like till, you know, if I do it at 4 in the morning, I could make multiple. We'll see. We'll see. If this sale goes through, then I will make another this weekend. That is what I have to say. So, anyways, we should go into a relationship advice. Somebody needs our help. As crazy as I am. So let's go look into this. Oh, there's some dark ones. Okay. My husband is not talking to me. Oh, it got removed. This post has reached one of our comment karma limits. The text of the post has been preserved below. Okay. Long story short, I recently gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and I was in labor for 38 hours. While giving birth, I accidentally pooped while my husband was also in the room. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since I came back home, and my husband has been ignoring me. I'm sorry. This can't be real. Ignoring me or leaving the room when I come in. I asked him what was wrong, and at first he brushed me off, but after insisting, he told me that he is grossed out because of what happened, and he thinks it is something that I could have controlled. What the fuck is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? That could have controlled, but I chose not to. He says he can never erase that picture from his mind. What, you don't know that women poop? Have you ever experienced childbirth before, bro? No. Men don't ever have to experience that. The closest we get is passing a kidney stone. And they have medicine for that, where they dissolve it. So that's insane. The fact that he can be like, I just can't look at you the same way because you were in so much pain giving birth for 38 hours and you accidentally pooped. I hear most women poop when they're giving birth if it's a long not session. If it's a long process, what are you going to do? You can't get up to poop. If it's going to come out, it's going to come. You're pushing already. You're pushing to get a baby out. What, you think that's not going to happen? Listen, I don't know how everything works in the female body. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I need to look shit up before I do anything. I'm that type of dude. But that is immature. That is so immature. You got to do, here's my advice. And this is kind of funny, but it's also it'll give him kind of a dose of reality. You know that book, Everybody Poops, that they give to children to help normalize the idea of pooping? Buy that book for him and then leave it on the nightstand by his side of the bed. When he wakes up in the morning and he gets up and he just sees everybody poops. Here. Oh, is this for the baby? No, this is for you. This is for you. You need to get your shit together, Derek. So that's my advice. Because everybody poops. And, us men, we don't understand the extreme pain that women go through during childbirth. I'm not going to pretend I do. I don't. I know it's painful. I don't know how I know it's very painful. But I have not felt that myself. So he needs to be more understanding of the fact that you were in labor for 38 fucking hours. Poop is gonna happen. Poop is gonna happen, dude. So he's gotta mature up. That's what's going on there. Nothing is your fault in this. He's just being a baby. He's being a baby about you pooping while having a baby. So that's my 2 cents. Anyways, I'm starving. I gotta eat something. Maybe I'll get Chipotle. But thank you for tuning in. Saving me from Ben Shapiro at the beginning of the show. I really do appreciate it. Check out my NFTs at rarible.com/AlexMador or twitter.com/Alex_MADORE or Instagram.com/AlexMador. This has been the Short News Podcast. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate you so very, very much. And I will see you guys on Monday. I love you. And peace.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocation.exp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.